Welcome back to Definitely Not Definitive. I'm Ken.
And I'm Bethany.
And we're just a deathly duo in love that loves reacting to some death battle.
We do, and this is gonna be interesting.
Yes, it is. So this one is Thanos versus Darkseid. And I always want to call him Darkseid, just the way it's spelled.
I have that feeling
every
too.
single time I always want to do it. So this is one that's been highly requested, so we're really eager to check it out. And later today on Definitely Not Definitive Games, we're doing some Injustice, some funny quotes, and some savage intros for that. So we'll see Darkseid in that one. We do Death Battle a little bit differently here on Definitely Not Definitive, so Bethany's going to explain that.
So what we do first is we watch the first half of the Death Battle video, where they talk about the various characters, their armors, skills, magical powers, special advantages. You get the gist. Then what Ken and I will do is we will take our handy little post-it note and pen, and we will write down who we think is going to win the death battle. After which, we will actually watch the death battle to see which one of us wins or which one of us loses, or in some circumstances, when we both lose.
Yeah, if you pick the same character, then we always both lose. We have an ongoing bet going, so whoever gets the most death battles correct by Thanksgiving gets to pick the cosplay outfit for New Year's Day and New Year's Eve on both channels. And so right now, I'm winning 3-2. I don't like to brag about it at all. I'm usually very humble about it. I don't know why Bethany's laughing about that. It pains me to actually bring it up, you know? I've been trying to get her to win, but she keeps throwing it.
He's suffering so much, as you all can tell.
Alright, so if you want more of our death battle reactions, go ahead and check out the description of this video. We are going to check this out. You ready?
I am ready.
I'm pumped.
Power. Some spend entire lives in search of it, while for others, it is their birthright. But what truly matters in the end is how it's used.
Like with Thanos, the ultimate villain of the Avengers.
And Darkseid, arch nemesis to the Justice League.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle. Over 1 million years ago, when mankind's evolution first broke away from the apes, the cosmic celestials arrived on Earth. They experimented on the human race, creating 3 separate variants. The powerful and beautiful Eternals, destined for immortality. Those with a latent mutated gene, which would one day spawn the X-Men. And a deformed, disturbing subspecies known as the Deviants.
Like that one website with all the porn.
What?
Anyway, the Eternals eventually colonized the moons of Saturn thanks to this science wizard named Mentor, whose collar's like the lampshade I put on my dog to make him stop licking his junk.
Shocking. But while the Eternals seemed like a perfect people, Mentor's own son would change this forever and force the cosmos to its knees. His name was Thanos.
You were a fool to betray me, Ronan. Prepare to meet your doom.
Thanos was born into a life of luxury. Sure, his mom went totally insane and tried to kill him right away, but what do you think you'd do if you popped out a creepy California raisin, baby?
It seems the Celestials' experiments weren't quite so different from each other. Despite his eternal heritage, Thanos' large, disproportionate body and thick purple skin were thanks to a deviant mutation.
Which you'd think would mean everyone would hate him. But nope, the Eternals were super progressive and totally cool with a wrinkly grimace walking around.
In fact, Thanos was greatly admired for his exceptional intelligence and creativity. He was set for a positive and decorated future.
Until he threw it all away for a girl. Hey, I don't blame him. Lots of guys do crazy shit for hot chicks. Especially when you're a secret murder-happy psycho who's obsessed with the physical manifestation of death.
To earn Death's reciprocal love, Thanos took a journey, a quest, to ravage the universe in her name.
And as an Eternal, he had plenty of superhuman power to do it. He was already the strongest and fastest Eternal around, but he boosted his power even more with bionic and magic enhancements.
And while his physical and psionic abilities are impressive, his incredible genius led to building massive spaceships, shields that can withstand planet-level attacks, and even a time window.
And the most badass throne ever! It comes packed with its own laser weapons, light speed travel, and it can teleport through space and time!
And unlike most Eternals, Thanos has also dabbled in the mystic arts. Petrification, curses, even some of his throne's abilities seem to be more magic than hard science. All of this potential makes Thanos an incredibly dangerous foe.
Yeah, good luck trying to hurt him. He can survive pretty much anything, including a gun specifically designed to kill him. He even shot himself in the face with it just to prove how goddamn awesome he is. Don't try that at
Bad,
home.
poorly designed gun.
He's strong enough to overpower 2 Thors at once, snap a universal weapon known for its extreme durability, and even lift the gargantuan Galactus engine.
A giant super rocket big enough to move planets. According to Mr. Fantastic, and that guy knows his stuff, this thing is hundreds of miles long.
While the Galactus engine's size seems to vary from comic to comic, Reed's assertion matches its appearance when it propelled Ego the Living Planet. By examining the engine in 3 separate parts, applying the density of steel, and comparing Ego's diameter of 4,165 miles, we've found that Thanos must be lifting about 50 quintillion tons. That's like holding up 140 trillion Empire State Buildings.
And he's doing this
So those
inside
cosmic
the
beings
gut
like
of a
Galactus
living
and Odin.
Russell planet that eats other planets and even
Though
stars.
God, the Infinity
Man,
Gauntlet is
I thought I had an iron stomach.
But destroying a star isn't a simple thing. Any energy directed toward a star would just be absorbed and adapted to. Only by completely nullifying a star's constant energy output can it be eliminated.
So Ego's stomach acid must be deadlier than freaking supernovas or a black hole. He'd probably love Mama Boomstick's world-famous ghost pepper pie.
Ugh.
It's fine, just dip it in some squirrel paste.
Surviving the stomach of Ego isn't so far-fetched for Thanos, considering he's also survived a dip in a black hole, extreme reality warping across the metaverse, and the voice of Black Bolt.
What's so special about this guy, you ask? Well, with just a whisper, he obliterated 1 billion tons of rock. This guy can easily break a planet with just one shout, and Thanos took 3 of them to the face.
Although Thanos isn't known for being a speedster character, he's still quick enough to battle the likes of Silver Surfer,
Slay
a
12
being who
cosmic
can
beings.
cover 500,000 light years in just a couple of seconds, putting him over 3 trillion times faster than light. With so many impressive showings, it's hard to truly find a weakness.
Except for one.
God damn it.
Thank you. Glad to be here. It's me, Deadpool, slayer of Deathstrokes, befriender of ponies, and breaker of mad titan hearts. And like Casanova, the ravenous reaper can't get enough of me. And Thanos just hates that. Ooh.
Well, Thanos did curse him so he couldn't die and be with her.
I know, right? He's a big purple crybaby. Have you seen that chin, though? It's like he got hit in the face with a slap chop.
Don't you have like a party in Ponytown to be at?
Ah, come on, buddy. You can't have a death battle season without Deadpool, right?
We did. The last one.
Nobody counts that one. I mean, that's a year you pit a dog in a trench coat against a goddamn bear. What did you think would happen?
Yeah.
Whatever. I know when I'm not wanted. See you next year. DP out.
Good riddance.
Even with all of these powers and abilities, Thanos still felt he needed something more to impress Death. Think he's compensating for something, Wiz?
Oh, absolutely. So he built the Infinity Gauntlet, a golden glove which harnessed the power of 6 multicolored gems, known as Infinity Stones. With these, he could control the full spectrum of space, reality, mind, power, soul, and time.
And with those powers combined, he summons Captain Planet.
More like the destruction of half the universe, but sure, whatever.
Steve?
Same difference. But wait, isn't the Time Stone the green one in Doctor Strange's necklace?
Well, in the movie universe, the Time Stone is green, but in the original comic series, it's orange. This is because every universe has its own unique Infinity Gauntlet that works exclusively there. And sometimes the stones are different in color. Here, just follow this handy diagram I made.
Yeah, I don't care. So with all the stones, he wiped out half the universe with only a snap of his fingers. But he also started going a bit crazy and began to doubt his ability to perform. Hey, happens to the best of us.
Yet it never keeps the Mad Titan at bay for long, whose constant lust for power and godly status in the universe is only matched by his drive to just kill everybody.
Dread it, run from it, destiny arrives all the same. And now it's here. Or should I say, I am.
So does he have the Infinity
10
Gauntlet in this
billion
battle?
years ago, the primeval
I know,
old
but that would
gods
be a
clashed
question
in a
that you
cosmic
point
civil
out.
war called Ragnarok.
That the one with Thor and Jeff Goldblum?
No. Yes, kind of. The battle was so great that the result was an explosion that tore the gods asunder, sending a great god wave throughout the metaverse, eventually birthing a new generation known as the New Gods.
How original! Well, some of these include Alpine Space Skier, Fancy Pants Shakespeare, and this cyborg spider Humpty Dumpty.
Oh, Jesus.
Half of these guys ended up on a beautiful paradise world called New Genesis, while the rest got stuck on an actual fireball called Apocalypse. With a K.
Among these damned souls was Prince Euxis, second in line to the throne behind his older brother Drax.
Yeah.
Not Dave Bautista Drax, but DC Drax.
Aw, man, I really like that guy. He's not afraid to say what he's thinking.
You are horrifying to look at, yes.
To rule Apocalypse, Drax was meant to enter the mysterious Omega Pit and absorb the Omega Effect, a force of destructive entropy bound within Apocalypse.
But being the crafty bastard he was, Euxis tricked DC Drax into getting killed and stole the loot for himself.
And so the Omega Effect transformed Euxis into the physical manifestation of tyranny, Darkseid.
Now what?
Now you die.
As the king of Apocalypse, Darkseid entered a war on the universe. Whether he was kicking New Genesis' ass or
Enjoy
giving
sitting
the
in
Man
other
of
people's
Steel a hard
chairs.
time, Darkseid was always
Every
working toward
Christmas Santa
his
gives him
one
a lump
goal,
of coal.
conquering all life.
And thanks to his new god physiology, he has incredible superhuman strength, speed, agility, and even immortality. He's already over 245,000 years old, and that's given him plenty of time to push the limits of the Omega Effect.
He's got a whole bunch of cool Omega powers that break all the rules of nature. He can teleport across time and space, fly at unthinkable speeds, warp reality around him, and grow supersized.
Something he's pretty used to doing. The scale between the Prime Universe and Darkseid's own universe, the Fourth World, is vast. He travels between universes via boom tubes, which automatically adjusts his size to what is considered normal within his destination. Otherwise, he'd have a hard time fitting in, given that the normal size of a new god is about the size of a star.
Oh yeah, I've had that kind of trouble with my boomstick tube.
He can use various psionic powers like telekinesis and telepathy, and can easily manipulate sentient beings thanks to a cosmic awareness of the multiverse powered by 18 divine senses.
Damn.
You know, I bet he never forgets where he leaves his keys.
Like a space-age necromancer, Darkseid can possess living or deceased beings, controlling them like puppets. He can even control basic inanimate objects, just like the Nomad of Nowhere.
Ah, holy shit! Wiz, never thought I'd say this, but I might have had too much to drink.
But Darkseid's deadliest technique is his signature Omega Beams. These burning lasers of hatred are capable of instant sharp turns and tracking multiple targets at once.
That's crazy.
They're splitting up. They can do that? They're locked on us.
On contact, the beams can either disintegrate their target, transmute matter, erase beings from existence, or trap
invisible?
enemies in the Omega Sanction. The Omega Sanction is a sort of life trap. Its target enters a self-contained reality where they live out an infinite number of lives for eternity.
Oh, that doesn't sound so bad. I'd just do a Bill Murray and use all those lives to learn piano or save a dog or...
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably about it.
Well, there's a catch. Each life in the Sanction gets progressively worse as it goes, including how you die. When the third Mr. Miracle was trapped in it, he was fairly unaware, until he was beaten, burned, mutilated, and castrated, broken to a point of intentionally overdosing. And that was just his first life in the Sanction.
Damn.
Oh. No thanks. I'm good.
To overpower the multiverse, Darkseid would face some pretty steep competition. However, his power eclipses those of even some of the strongest heroes around.
He's fast enough to take a trip to the Source Wall in just a few seconds. That's at the very edge of existence. So, like, you're not gonna be able to map quest that shit.
The edge of the observable universe is about 45 billion light years away, and scientists hypothesize the actual scale is over 106 trillion times greater. It took a whole year for the legendary Helm of Nabu to make this journey. But for Darkseid, all of 5 seconds.
Oh, damn.
To pull this off, he'd have to be moving over 87 duodecillion times the speed of
There's
light.
makeup words.
Which is totally a real number that I understand. But if he's super big in Fourth World, wouldn't he have an easier time getting to the edge?
We're factoring the scaling across his universe as a whole. Besides, technically the Fourth World is 4 billion years older than our own universe, so the distance to the edge is probably even further.
He's so quick, he can choke out Superman before he even sees him move, or knock him out cold in just a few bitch slaps. And Superman can survive supernovas to the face. Also, since Darkseid wasn't affected
own
by
death
the
collapsed
Crisis
reality.
Mega reboot, it's still canon that he can blitz pre-Crisis suits who can sneeze solar
But then
systems
he
away.
died.
Darkseid is strong enough to crush a lantern ring with ease, destroy planets with his Omega beams, and wipe out the Justice League with a single strike. Even with all this power, Darkseid believed he could not dominate the universe until he discovered his ultimate prize, the anti-life equation.
Ha! I knew numbers were bad for you. Take that, Miss Jensen, and your stupid ruler.
The anti-life is technically an entity of its own, a fragmented piece of the source from which all life originates. However, Darkseid discovered a formula which essentially manipulates the anti-life's presence in all living things, in a manner which definitively proves that all freedom and hope are meaningless efforts.
So it's math that just makes you sad.
Yes, and a slave to Darkseid, but yes. So the anti-life is pretty weird, but you know what's
Have you ever
even
seen Fight
more
Club?
so? The Darkseid that you think you know isn't actually Darkseid.
You say what now?
He became the very essence of tyranny itself. This non-corporeal god rests in the higher plane of Fourth World and molds avatars of his consciousness to interact with the multiverse around him. While each avatar is weaker than his true self, it's a necessary handicap, as his own existence in a universe other than Fourth World would shatter the laws of reality, ending time and space as we know it. The sheer power of the Omega Effect threatens entire cosmos, similar to how its equal, the Astroforce, could counter an Oblivion bomb, capable of annihilating the universe in a single blast.
Holy shit! His avatar may lose some power, but it's still tough enough to survive a bomb Lex Luthor designed to rip apart existence, and a shot from Marvelous Marno's Master Blaster, which sounds like it was made up by a circus clown. And that kind of makes sense because apparently no life form can stand up to it. Just like clowns.
Except for Darkseid.
Well, Darkseid isn't immune to all guns. All you need is a neat little Radion bullet.
Think of Radion as the new god's kryptonite. Despite all his power, Darkseid is far from invincible. He's had his heart ripped out, his soul stolen by death, and his essence shattered by Superman, singing.
Hey, Darkseid, look at this photograph!
To this day, even after so many cataclysmic events, the Lord of Apocalypse continues his mission. Every living being in the multiverse will bend to the will of Darkseid.
It seems I have you to thank for my resurrection. Though your world will suffer slowly, I grant you a quick death.
That's mine. Who you got?
Darkseid.
I got Darkseid too.
Which means he's gonna lose.
Which means he's gonna lose. But so why'd you pick Darkseid?
Because I hate Thanos.
I
I passionately hate Thanos. I cannot bring myself to be in a position where I might have to cheer for Thanos. I hate Thanos. Also, I think Darkseid's gonna kick his ass, but
I was pretty sure you were gonna pick Darkseid, and so I was gonna pick Thanos just to because it's fun when we pick different characters and we can cheer for it. But it's about the W, and I gotta protect my lead. And so I didn't know if they were going to have Thanos with the Infinity Gauntlet, but I think without the Infinity Gauntlet, he stands zero chance against Darkseid. With the Infinity Gauntlet, he stands a little bit of a chance. Darkseid can do everything that Thanos can do without the Infinity Gauntlet. He can control reality. He can go through time. He can go through multiple dimensions. And I think that what sealed it for me was when he said he likes to sit in other people's chairs. So I think at the end he's gonna sit in Thanos' chair.
yes.
So I think that's my prediction. And then my other prediction is that Thanos is gonna die by a laser blast that had turned invisible. And then at the end, right when you think Thanos is gonna win, that blast is gonna come and it's gonna kill Thanos. Darkseid just seems invincible. I kind of want to see what they would think. I mean, I know Superman killed Darkseid by singing and everything like that, but I don't know what all went into that. I mean, and Darkseid does have a kryptonite, but Thanos can't prepare for that. Thanos doesn't know that.
Well, and Darkseid also defeated post and pre-Crisis Superman, it said in the breakdown. So even though Superman did get the better of him in a battle, Darkseid also beat him in a couple battles.
I want to see a Darkseid versus Superman death battle.
Yeah.
I would like to see what they think of that, or even Darkseid versus Goku, or there's some other things I want to see, but yeah, I don't see how Darkseid loses this one. He seems crazy powerful. And now I want to learn even more about him, and I want to, like, you know, like dive even more into DC. I grew up on Marvel, but yeah, I'm enjoying this. All right, ready?
Sure, I'm ready.
You can fly, you can teleport, it'll send you through time and space. Gaming. You follow me? Sure you do. You're a forward-thinking.
At last.
He does that Infinity Gauntlet.
Hey, Thanos! Buddy! How are you doing? Rocking that chin as always.
Rocking that shit.
Get off my throne and kneel. Face death at the hand of your new emperor. You know not the infinite wealth of destruction I command.
Awesome, awesome. Ooh. Oh. Huh. His hands are still behind his back. Ooh.
Nah, he's getting too much of an advantage early on. There's no
I
one
know,
scared of
right?
him. Darkseid's just, you know, letting him feel good about himself.
Oh no, Darkseid's one weakness, a taxi. Oh!
Ooh.
Thanos.
Oh.
Jeez. Oh, this is crazy.
Uh-huh. Whoa.
Oh! Oh, nice. I mean, is Thanos just gonna snap him and win? Oh, he's throwing planet at him!
Which he caught.
It's destroyed multiple other planets. Oof.
I am Thanos. Thanos is supreme. Thanos is God.
Oh. What the hell?
Making a black hole. And he's getting big.
Shit. He's gonna get big too.
Ooh, that's one of his powers.
You can also react. There you go.
Oh, okay.
Uh-oh. Is this one of those things where, like, you know, then only one person ends up surviving it? That's what they like to do. Oh, jeez.
These games bore me, but this will bring a smile to my face.
could snap him.
You don't have to worry. Who are you? Who are you?
I'm Darkseid.
I'll show you. This is who I am.
Dude, your go-to move's not working.
Your reality is
But keep trying.
who have no power. Thanos. I am all things. This is who I am. This is
Death?
Oh my god, it's Deadpool with a gun!
behold in endless death.
So you watching any anime?
Oh man, that's the worst way he could have gone out. Because now he's gonna be dying over and over and over.
Thanos was an incredible foe, especially while wielding the Infinity Gauntlet. Unfortunately, the Gauntlet had a fatal flaw.
Yeah, that golden glove only works in its own universe. And Darkseid could easily move the fight to new ones with his boomstick tubes. Universe hopping is kind of his thing.
The Reed Richards of the Interdimensional Council of Reeds figured this out. Its 3 founding members, Reed, Reed, and Reed, each possessed Infinity Gauntlets, but discovered that they couldn't work outside of their own universe.
The Gauntlet had no problem making Darkseid's avatar not feel so good. But since Darkseid's true form was always in the Fourth World universe, Thanos couldn't actually finish him off with the Gauntlet.
Even if this fight took place in entirely neutral territory, the victor wouldn't change. Thanos' Gauntlet wouldn't work, and true Darkseid's presence would actually just destroy everything just by being there.
But he didn't just lose because of the Gauntlet. He really couldn't keep up with the Space Golem.
Even going toe-to-toe with a being as fast as Silver Surfer was nothing compared to when Darkseid took a trip to the edge of existence. This puts Darkseid almost 28 octillion times faster than Thanos.
Holy shit.
His Omega effect scales to the Astro Force, which could equal the Oblivion Bomb's universe-destroying blast. This means the Omega effect and Infinity Gauntlet were both pretty even in terms of destructive ability. But unlike Thanos, Darkseid can use his Omega powers whenever and wherever he wants.
Once he lost the Gauntlet, Thanos could certainly survive star-level attacks, and even greater. But universal destruction is definitely a bit more than his purple Eternal Hide could handle. And even after that, Darkseid had plenty of ways to end the fight whenever he wanted, like the Omega Sanction.
Thanos was super powerful, but Darkseid was just faster, stronger, and even more ruthless.
And if you think about it, Thanos needed the Infinity Gauntlet to become a god, but Darkseid already was one.
Yep.
Thanos
That was it.
just couldn't
Run the gauntlet!
Oh, you son of a bitch!
The winner is Darkseid.
Hey, we both chose a winner!
We both chose a winner for the first time ever.
Yeah.
You know, in all the other ones, if we both choose the same character, they always lose. But we
Always.
finally broke the streak.
We did.
We did it
We did it.
together.
Always.
Always.
We're so cheesy, it's gross.
That was an epic battle, though. I really enjoyed the battle. But yeah, I mean, Darkseid is just so much more powerful than Thanos. I mean, he is. We've done this before where we talk about characters that are just like seem like super powerful. Like Broly seemed like incredibly powerful, and Superman obviously, Goku. But now Darkseid to me seems like the most powerful out of all of them.
Like, how could you beat him?
Yeah.
Who could beat him?
I mean, because yeah, you just drag you to his own dimension where he is, and he just kill you and crush you.
I mean, is Superman singing really that bad? Because now I kind of need to see that.
Because I mean,
action.
because Superman only really works because he's on Earth and like he's powered by the sun. So Darkseid could just transfer him to somewhere else.
One would think.
Yeah, and where he's not as powerful, and like he's not limited by Goku's I want to fight someone at their most powerful, level or whatever.
Yep.
But yeah, I mean, so that was a really, really good battle. The animation was really good for it. I liked how they kept going to Thanos' snap and everything.
I love that he just kept trying.
Yeah.
It's clearly not working the first time, the second time, the third time. But you know what, buddy? You just keep trying. Maybe it'll snap in eventually. I thought it was a great death battle. Maybe the only thing about it would be that the outcome seemed so inevitable. Yeah. I love that Thanos shows up with the gauntlet right away.
Yeah.
Because it answers that question. Okay, he's gonna have the gauntlet, so at least this is gonna be a challenge. I mean, it's gonna be, it's not gonna be so cut and dry.
Yeah.
But it still just doesn't compare.
No, it does not. Darkseid truly is terrifying and all powerful, and so very cool. We'll learn more about Darkseid now.
Yep.
And later today, we're going to check out Darkseid and Injustice 2, because we're going to do all the funny quotes and savage intros for that on Definitely Not Definitive Games for our Fight Night Friday. I forgot to do our Fight Night Friday! Yeah! And so we do that not only here, but Definitely Not Definitive Games, and also on our Instagram at We Are Definitely Not Definitive, which you should check out. And you should also check out in the description of this video all of our Death Battle reactions. We got playlists there for you, so there's plenty of goodies in the description of this video. Just go ahead and check it out.
And make it easy.
Thanks so much for checking out our reaction for Death Battle Thanos versus Darkseid, but just keep in mind
that our reaction is definitely not definitive.
I wanted to say Darkseid, and I stopped myself, so that's why the side was...
Like West Side.